Assalamualaikum everyone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamualaikum again and welcome dear parents to this training session on the Hayati Quran learning app. So we are thrilled to actually introduce the Hayati app, which is a revolutionary and innovative way of teaching and learning Quran. Hayati is designed to transform Quran education by making learning more engaging, accessible, and effective for students, while it also empowers parents to actively support their child's progress. With real-time progress tracking and interactive learning tools, the Hayati app ensures that parents stay informed and involved in their child's Quranic journey like never before. So before we commence with the training session, I would like to introduce to you the panelists that we've got on today. So myself, my name is Mr. Sufyan Amin. I am the Assistant Head of Secondary as well as the Head of Digital Learning at Siraat College. Now, together with me, we've got Mr. Adam Samon, who is the Digital Learning Champion today for Siraat College. And today, he will be the one who's going to be taking us through the training session. We also have members from the IT department who will be supporting us in this training session today. And we have Brother Shazad Said, the head of IT, as well as Brother Bilal Dennis. So without wasting any more time, I would like to now call upon Mr. Adam, who's going to take us through the new Hayati app and how you can actually use it to support your child's learning in Quran. Mr. Adam?
All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes, I'm happy to be able to introduce this app to you. Taking note, of course, I am a parent as well, and three of my own children in Siraat College. So it's a good way for me to monitor my children's Quran as well as, and I'm more than happy to be able to show you how it works. Okay. So first and foremost, you need to get the app first. So we are able to download the app on the Play Store as well as on the Apple App Store. So if you're using Android devices, you can download the Hayati Community app. I'll show you in a minute where you can get it, as well as on the Google Play Store. So yeah, if you can, I think let me try to share you the link here, if I can. And you can go into your Apple Store to maybe Brother Shazad, can you share the link to everyone? Because he was shared as host and panelist.
Yep, sure.
And then,
Just hang on a sec.
yep. And then you can access it from the chat. And then I'll also show you where you can get it from the Apple Store. So let me share my device. Inshallah. As you can see over there, we have the Hayati Community app. So if you type in Hayati Community, you can see the app. It's a white logo with the blue Hayati, and it has the Quran cover on it. So you can download the app onto your device, whether it's Android or whether it's Apple. It works on iOS as well. All right, so I'll start to open it. So inshallah, you're able to download it. And when you're able to download, you'll get this login page, which asks you to choose the institute. All right, so this is the institute here, and this is where you will type in Siraat. All right, just Siraat, and then you press continue. So this is where it gets a little bit challenging. So in order to go in, we were going to use the account that you already have. All right, so but we're going to use the SSO. So if you see the SSO at the bottom, SSO, we are going to use the SSO to log in because you will log in through using the account that you already shared with us at Siraat. So I'll be pressing the SSO, and it will bring us to this Siraat page where you, let me expand here, where you will log in using the email address supplied to the school. All right, let's say you forget where it is, you can reset it over here at the bottom. So I will quickly log in, and then we will get a... All right, so this will log in. I'll give you time to log in while I explain what's on the screen. So currently I have 3 children that are already in Siraat. Now, please note, this is, if you log in as a parent, this will be the parent account that you'll be logging in. Now, If your children log in with their own details, the details that were supplied to you by your teacher, all right, they will see the same interface, except it will be just for them. So if my first daughter here logs in on hers, it will just be her picture there, and everything else will be exactly the same. All right, so in my case, I logged in as a parent. So I have all three of my children logged in onto the app here. All right, so maybe I'll give you some time to try to log in using your details. So I'll repeat it again. So if you are using Android, if you go to Play Store, you can get the Hayati Community app. Just find it and then you can download it. And if you're using iOS and an iPad or iPhone, you can download it on the Apple App Store under Hayati Community. All right. And once you're on this page, once you have downloaded it, you need to key in your institute and just put in Al Siraat there, no space, ALSIRAAT. Okay. And then you need to log in with your SSO. So there's a few options there. We will use SSO, the blue key that says SSO. Okay. Once you key in the details, all right, you'll be able to see this page where it will have all your children featured there if you as a parent. Okay. Now on the green, there's a green symbol there over here on this side, and it says they're on track. This will allow you to have an overview of your child's progress in their Quran class. Okay, this is something new. We never had this opportunity to be able to monitor our children's progress in Quran before, and we tried this last year. Alhamdulillah, it was a success, and that's why we are able to launch this app this year. All right, so we're gonna look at my daughter here. Now, if you see the competency rate, all right, there's a competency rate that states over there, which says 78%. That shows you her progress in school. So that means the teachers have been assessing her through the session, through the various assessments, and she scored a 78% competency rate for her reading in Quran and her fluency. So that will be the score for her reading and fluency in Quran. Now, below the competency rate is the homework rate. So the teachers will be assigning homework to your child, and they are required to read and record their voices reading that surah that they are supposed to memorize. I will show you this later. And then how much homework they have returned will be also shown there in the form of percentage. Okay. And the last one is parent engagement. Now, as part of the homework, we need parents to also verify. That is the last step in order for the homework to be submitted. So every time the parents submits and verifies, the parent engagement will be reflected as a percentage there as well. Okay, so as you can see, the competency rates are highlighted there, and the homework rate as well as the parent engagement rate over there. Okay, so at the bottom there, if you can see, there's homework, history, and attempt. Oh, we'll go back there first. Homework, history, and attempt. So your teacher will be assigning homework to your child. So if you want to check, of course, there'll be notifications. If you see the bell on top there, the bell there will, let me see whether I can highlight, a notification will be sent if there's homework. So you don't worry, you'll be notified of it. So every time you can refer to the notification to check if there's any homework, or you can touch the homework tab, and then you can access what current homework there is, or previous homework that has been assigned to your child. All right, so if your child has submitted the homework, it will feature on the previous homework tab over there, and it will be featured right here. Now, as you can see, that one is highlighted in green. That means the date that it was submitted. And there's a verify button there that has not been highlighted, but the verified button, if you see at the bottom here, is highlighted. So as a parent, you need to ensure that you click this verify button to ensure that the homework was submitted and verified. So it's like a parent's signature. All right. Okay. So because sometimes when we hand in our completed work to the parent, we want them to bring back and sign. This verify acts the same way that you have seen through the child's work, and then you have verified that it has been submitted. So that was the intention for the verified. And of course, you can also put in comments about your child if you want to as well in the comment section there if you want to. All right, so now I'm going back to this main page. I'm going to show you how you check for homework and submit the homework. So again, you can check the notification button. All right, so the notification button on top. All right, to see whether you have any homework, or you can click the homework button that has been assigned. So today I'm going to share with you how you submit the previous homework. If we scroll down here, all right, so this is an old homework that was due on the 16th of October, and the teacher has actually assigned that page 35, line D and line E to complete. So we will tap on Ikhfa Shafawi, page 35. All right, and this is the homework that your child has to complete. So your child has to read and record, and they will tell you which line they are supposed to complete in the homework. All right, so if we go back, it says the line D and line E. All right, so we will click there, line D and line E. So over here we have line D and E. So your child has to complete the reading of those two lines. Okay, so now if you notice, let me see whether you can see. Yep, at the bottom of the screen, there's a teacher audio, if you see there. All right, now your teacher may or may not, all right, leave an audio. In this case, there's no audio to help your child with the reading of the two lines that or the homework that they are supposed to complete. All right, so if you check here, if it's all there, the teacher will leave an audio. All right, but they won't leave an audio all the time. But if something to help you, if they want to help your child with their reading, the audio is there to help them refer to it for their reading. Next, beside it is the student recording, and that is where you can start recording your child reading the two lines, in this case, line D and E. All right, so we'll run that. Now, when you do the recording, all right, let me pause first. Okay, let me stop. Okay, so when you do a recording, when it is the first, if you're this is the first time you're using the app, they will ask you permission to access the microphone on your device, whether it's your phone or it's your iPad or it's your tablet. It will prompt to say that we need access to your microphone. So you will accept yes, so that the app can access your microphone and you can start recording your child's reading. All right, so let me just delete this one first. All right, so once you have accepted that to allow the microphone to work, okay, so you press on the student reading and you can get the child to start reading. And as you can see, it is currently recording. So if you see the bar moving, it is actually currently recording. And if you press pause, all right, let me press the pause button. All right, that is where you can stop your recording there. Now, let's say you don't want this recording, so you need to stop everything and you realize this recording is not suitable. You will notice that there's a trash button there, and the trash button is for you to delete the recording that you don't want. So let's say you are dissatisfied with this recording, no good, you just press the delete button and it will prompt you to delete it, and yes, you delete. So now you can start over again. All right, so let's say you record it, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So that will be recorded there. And if you pause, let me pause it, that will be recorded inside. And once you are satisfied with your recording, you just have to press stop. All right, and your recording is there. And if you want to hear it again, you can press the play button, and then you can, it just came up. All right, so that is the whole recording. And if you're satisfied with this recording, you will press the submit button over here, and the assignment will be submitted to the teacher. Okay, so I press the submitted. The homework has been submitted successfully to the teacher. Okay, so let me repeat that again. Let me just delete this one. delete the recording again. So we'll go back to the homework. All right. So if we go back to the main page, you see the homework tab over there. You tap on homework. All right. And you find the homework that has been assigned to you. So let's say this is the homework that has been assigned. All right. You tap on the homework. All right. Just now we were doing this one. We tap on this one. Okay. So we're supposed to read line D and line E and record it. So I mentioned here at the bottom here, there might be a teacher audio to help your child. But in this case, there's no audio, but you can use that to refer a sample of the reading. And in order to start recording, you will press the student recording button over here. Now, before you do the recording, they will also prompt you to turn on your mic and to connect your mic. So make sure you connect to the mic and then you can start recording, or else you won't be able to record. So press the student recording. Bismillah. All right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All right. And once you're done, you can press pause to pause, or you can stop to accept the recording. Let's see, I stopped. All right, let me press it again. Okay, so now the recording is there. If you don't like the recording, you will press the trash button to throw it away. Okay, or if you're satisfied with the recording, you can submit the recording over there to the teacher, and the teacher will receive the recording. So if we go back to homework here, you will see the date there's today submitted on the 27th of Feb. All right, and here you can type in comments as a parent. You want to give feedback about your child. All right, it's optional. All right, but you can leave your comments there. And once you're done, you need to have the last step to click the verify button. All right, verified. And it will be sent to the teacher, and the teacher will have your recording. Okay, so that is how we submit the homework for your child on the Hayati community app. All right. Now, you can also check the history of your submissions. If you click on history, all right, there will tell you the attempt history that was done today. The homework history that was submitted will also be there. All right. And you can check on your child's progress from there as well. Okay, so that is the existing function that we have for the Hayati app. Now, we also have an extra function that we've added, all right? That would be the attempt over here. Now, on the beside the history, you will see an attempt here. Now, this attempt is a self-recording, all right, that you want to assess for your own child, okay? So, for example, your child, you want to record your child reading from the Tanwin Fatain here, all right? And they can actually record themselves and allow you to listen, and you can actually assess them on your own, and it will be saved as an attempt. Okay, so for example, if they're reading that page, they'll read the first row of row A, and then once it's done, it'll be saved over there. And then you can actually, no, sorry, you must select the outline. Let me select the page that we are reading. All right, so we're reading, let's say we're reading just this one, page 3AB. All right. And you will be, let me close this first, and you'll be recording, let's say, line A. All right, so you'll be reading out line A. Let me stop. All right, the recording will be saved there, and you can actually assess the reading there as a form of self-assessment for practice. So if you think your child has passed, you can give them a good score. If you think they did a super job, you can tick super. Or maybe he's not doing a good job. All right, that's right, but still need to stay focused. All right, so this gives a self-assessment for your child to let them know how they're doing. All right, and once you click close, and it will be saved as an attempt. All right, so end and exit the session. And that attempt will be saved on the history. Okay, so on your child, if your child logs in, all right, it will be just your child's account and his or her name there. She can actually attempt the self-attempt and record, and give a grading to herself for her self attempt on the reading. Okay, so those are the new functions that we have. We also have a new function, inshallah, that is in the works, that you can actually assign a tutor to your child, and they can access this app and they can use it to tutor your child. But that is something that's in the works. Brother Shazad and the IT team are working on it, inshallah, within the next term or within the next semester, inshallah, that function will be able to carry on. So that is how that is how we will use the Hayati app now to submit your homework, and it's a way to monitor your children's progress according to their competency rate, their homework rate, and it's one way that you can communicate with their Quran teachers as well. Right. So that's all we share. Thank you, Mr. Sufyan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adam, for the informative sharing on the Hayati Quran app. So let's have a look. Again, parents, we understand that this is a new app, so it will take a bit of time for us to be able to use it efficiently. But what we're planning to do is we're going to have a set of tutorial videos which will be uploaded onto the school website. We should have that up and running by the end of this week, or if not early next week. So via the tutorial videos, it will take you through all the steps that Mr. Adam here has shown you. And inshallah, that's going to help you navigate through the different workflows and the processes within the Hayati app. Um, Before we end the session, I would like to open up the floor for questions. So if you have any question, do feel free to type in the Q&A box. And as we are typing, the questions are also being answered live through Brother Shazad. But again, we're happy to also respond to the questions live if you have any questions. So just type in your questions, and inshallah, either Mr. Adam or Brother Shazad or myself will try to answer those questions. So before we end, we'll probably just wait for another 1 or 2 minutes just to see if there are any questions that's going to be posed to the panelists. It seems like, all right, so there's a question here. Is this standalone app or integrated with Sector? Maybe Brother Shazad, are you able to answer that question? Would you like to go
Yes,
live?
I can take that question. You can say it's partially integrated with the sector, but it's a standalone app. The data that is coming from sector is the same data, which is about the students, our classes, our teachers. So that's the information that flows between all the systems we have, and it's common. But in terms of functionality, it's a standalone app. It's got its own um, database, its own system.
Thank you, Brother Shazad. Stay there, Brother Shazad, because there's another question about the Android version. If someone has an Android version which is before 14.0, is there going to be an issue?
Well, we are not expecting any issues, so it should work on all versions of Android. But if you do find that you're having any specific issues, that's I think email them to CC, and it will come back to IT, and we'll be able to get in touch with you and assist you with that.
And we've got one question here, which is in regards to calculating competency rate. What does it mean? What does it compare it with?
Okay, so basically, competency rate is based on how well a child is doing. So a child is enrolled in multiple curriculums. So, for example, they're in Maulum Surat Book 1, and they're also memorizing Surah. So each of um, these competencies are marked at curriculum level, and overall it is an average of both of the competencies. And competency is based on you just saw an assessment example where you assign the marks and give stickers. So this assessment, which is done by the teacher in the classroom, so based on that assessment, the competency is calculated.
Right. Thank you so much for that, Brother Shazad. So as you can see with the Hayati app, it just takes this the teaching and learning of Quran to a new different level where you as a parent would be able to listen to your child's recitation, and your child would also would be able to listen to their teacher's recitation to help them do better in supporting or learning Quran, particularly at home and in school as well. Okay, so parents, this is your last chance before we end the session. Like I said, we're always there to assist you and support you in this journey. So again, the tutorial videos will be coming out shortly. And other than that, again, a simple email to CC at Al Sirat. If you have any questions or issues, we will be able to address the questions. We've got one last question here, which is whether
Yeah, I think interesting question, whether we have done it all in-house or well, look, it's a very complex and enhanced application. So part of it is done in-house with the IT team, and a large portion of it is through partnership with our offshore partner who's working with us in developing it.
That's right. So the ideas are all conceptualized at Siraat College, but obviously we will outsource it to a vendor who helps actually make this happen. Okay, since there are no further questions, inshallah, we'll end today. And like I said, our assistance and our support does not end here today. Feel free to get in touch with us. The videos will be uploaded and shared via the school website. And again, a simple email to cc at Al would also help to address your concerns. So once again, I would like to thank you for your time. I know everyone's been busy. It's been such a busy week, but some of us will be starting Ramadan tomorrow. So again, thank you so much for coming. If you have no other questions, we will end here, inshallah. Um, and for those of us who still have questions, I guess Mr. Adam and Brother Shazad wouldn't mind staying back for a few more minutes just to support you and answer some of those questions. So
Yeah, I can just say one last word. I think I want to actually recognize effort from one of our key staff um, who was instrumental in sort of coming up with the idea, Brother Samir. So Jazakallah khair, special thanks to him. I think he's one of the parents as well. So he's been listening to us and seeing how far I've come along and how developed his idea. So big shout out to him.
That's right. Brother Samir was actually the architect, the original architect of this app. This was actually mooted about 2 years ago, and in terms of the idea and the planning, and Alhamdulillah, after a lot of work and a lot of effort, we managed to get over the line with the app. And what you see today is the app that our students will be using to learn Quran. So may Allah reward Brother Samir and also those who are involved in this project. Right, so let's end the session today. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamu ala mursalin, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you very much, parents. I will see you inshallah soon. Assalamu alaikum.